What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tidamata back with another video. So after going through some studies and looking into some lessons from T Trades, who happens to be someone I've been following for almost 3 years now. I love the simplicity in the way he trades ICT stuff. So uh, let's get into the charts today. We are still backtesting. Same strategy. We have not changed anything. Same strategy, just a little bit refined. I'm going to be using the daily time frame. There are 1 hour and the 15-minute for execution. So let's go. We're just going to replay price right now and see how it's going. When what I am looking for shows up on the charts, I'm going to pause and then analyze it. Nice drop. I want to see how this candle closes. Yeah, this is a candle 2 closure to me. We have got this external range, external liquidities here. Price took them all out, and we're closing back inside this candle. We're closing back inside this candle over here, right there. So this is candle 2 closing back inside the range. So I would be looking to see if price can be pushing to the upside. That's my bias for this, and we are looking for price to either come take out this. And another thing, we took out that while price also dropped into this fair value gap over here. If you can look to the left, that's a fair value gap over there. Price entered into that, so I'm gonna be expecting bullishness. And when you look to the upside, actually there's buy side liquidity, lots of it up there. So price entered into a fair value gap and then closed back inside, and that's a candle 2 closure. I'm going to be looking for something similar on the 1 hour time frame. Remember, I'm already bullish, so I'm looking for price to jump into an internal range liquidity to target external range, but the external range liquidity I'm targeting for is bullish. I want to mark 3 o'clock. Okay, we pushed down. No fair value gap as yet. Remember, I've already concluded that I'll be looking for buy side. So I don't see anything changing anything at the moment. So no fair value gap. This fair value gap, yes, it's a good one, but it's in the opposite direction of the direction of the 1 hour. Of the 4. Jesus Christ. It's in the opposite direction of the daily time frame, so it will not be valid in this case because I'm looking for buying opportunities. Nice push, beautiful push to the upside. That's a market structure shift, bullish, right there, closure above this. And yeah, that was a nice push. Let's go to the 5-minute. 5-minute dropping into a fair value gap over here. 5-minute dropped into this fair value gap, and then you can see how price pushed into this fair value gap, and then now we are reacting out of the this area here, right there. Candle 2 closure on the 5 minute, this one. I don't know how it looks on the 1 hour. On the 1 hour, we are still rejecting. It's not yet a candle 2 closure. There was a candle 2 closure bullish on this one after taking this external range liquidity, which should actually have mattered to me. I think we have got this external range liquidity here that price took out, and we've got a candle 2 closure here. Price closed inside. Remember, we are aligning the higher time frame and the lower time frame. We've got external range liquidity, price took it out, and then now we've got an inversion fair value gap, this one over here. I'm using it as well because it's a valid price action, inversion fair value gap. Let's now go to the 5 minute. So in the same inversion fair value gap, price is closing bullish, and candle 3 is this one that is currently happening. So according to my mentor, I do not need to be waiting far too long. I can just get a trade in this area where price is, and then put my stop at the protected low that I am seeing. Like for example, I will take a long right there where price is and put my stop at the low of this candle right there, and then target higher time frame TP zones. I can target this buy side liquidity over there, which is pretty nice. Let's go to the 1 hour. I can target that buy side liquidity over there. Eventually, price would be expected to push all the way back up there, but this over here is already a 1 to 2 right at this high, and also there's a fair value gap at that high as well. So let me make it 1 to 2.5. Somewhere there, and you can look to execute this on the 5 minute time frame. Let's open position. I want 0.10. Save. Let's see if we hit TP or we don't. Okay, we are in. Why is it skipping too much? I'm on the 5 minute, we are using the 30 minutes. I don't want that. Okay, you can see we are still pushing up. We're still pushing up. We're still pushing up. Here's another beautiful change in state of delivery. Price closing above this, and then we've got fair value gap, this range over here, price coming back into this area. Can be the fair value gap or the order block as well, and we've got price closing back. This is another swing low in here, not even a swing low. Another candle 2 close inside that range. The 1 hour still looking nice, so we can continue to watch how this price plays out. Remember, I think the most important element to this is the area where you have put your stop loss. Back to break even. Higher time frame is playing a major role in the delivery of price in this whole thing. The higher time frame, like the daily time frame, the 1 hour time frame that has framed this setup, is what is mattering the most in this whole price action. Oh, TP, nice. Guys, it feels good. It feels good. It does feel good to finally put together how price is taking place the whole time. Well, I don't know how to explain this, but it feels good to see price deliver this way. It feels good. If you look at the hourly time frame, price maintained its posture to the upside the whole time. It maintained its posture to the upside the whole time. I just want to see how long this was, because I took the trade on this hour over here, this one, and we closed the trade. We hit TP around this hour. So it took a few hours. Took a few hours from 6:40 to 9 p.m. That is that was good. That was good. So that's the first trade. It looks nice. It does look nice. I want to see another setup, so I'm gonna remove everything. We move to the next day. What day was this? This was a Thursday. This was a Thursday. Let's delete everything and move to another one. At least we should do 2 of them for this episode. And then we move on. We're gonna maintain our bullish bias for now. Remember, the target is all the way up there, but I'm doing daily. I'm an intraday trader, so most of my trade setups are within the day. And when you look at the daily time frame, remember that candle that hooked these lows into this fair value gap, and then that's what gave us the bias. It's still looking exactly like that. I want to see how the candle for this day closes at midnight and see if we can get a continuation to the upside the following day. Yes, good. So we are still bullish. We're still looking for price to keep going up into these highs over there. So I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. On the 1 hour time frame, we will focus on the bullish side of things. I'm expecting price to at least come into fair value gaps down here and then give me some proper fractal model and give me some form of rejection. So what I'm gonna do, I don't know if I wanna see price just jump all the way, or I should replay it properly. Let's replay it properly and let's see how price plays out during the course of the day. But I would love to see price push down to some of those areas down there so that we can shift structure to go bullish. Yes, something like that. That's what I would love to see. And then exactly in this area, I want to see price closing bullish, like that rejection right there. That's it. That's what I wanted to see. So now we have got candle 2 closure, price tapped into a fair value gap. We've got candle 2 closure. I was supposed to trade candle 3, but time and price should always align. So let me look for market structure shift bullish around these areas, and we see how price plays out in this area in this time. I love this closure bullish. This is a market structure shift bullish here. Price closing above this. And then we've got a fair value gap in here. I would want to see price tap into those areas and then we take a buy, or maybe price might drop a bit further down. I'm not yet sure, but let's replay that and see how it goes, especially at half past 3. What time was this? It's 25 past. Half past 3 is usually the time where the most reaction take place. So let me lower how this is playing out so that I don't get to miss the entry. I think that was the exactly. I love that. So I'm gonna take my buy right there where price is. Right, I'm gonna take my buy where price is. Put my stop at this lows down there, and then we keep targeting higher time frame TP areas like this high. Since we are still bullish, I'm gonna target that high over there, and then we see how price plays out. I'm just gonna do quick entry. Also, I need to make sure that I'm not cutting my myself short M5. Now my stop loss has to be at the swing low that was created on the higher time frame on the 1 hour. That's a better protected swing low. And then this high here and this one, they are relatively close to each other, so I might have to just target that one, and then we can see how price plays out by going for quick entry. This way my stop is at a very protected area. In case price wants to come fill these gaps down here or maybe take out this low, I will not have to be wiped out. Remember, I'm still on the bullish bias from the daily time frame, and these setups are still framed from that angle, so we can move on. I'm in the trade. We are currently in profit. Another push to the upside. I think this looks so amazing. My stop is still proper. Nice. It's pushing nicely. I would really want to see those highs taken out eventually. Even the first high, if it's taken out, that's proper. Times like this are what usually would start making me to wonder what's happening. But on the lower time frame, when you look, you don't see this fair value gap that is on the 1 hour time frame. You see that fair value gap, price came to fill it up, and then now I think we might be pushing back to the upside. So let's watch another week. Okay, got stopped out, but it's not a bad one though. It's not really a bad one. It was a nice move. If I am to put it over there where price had then reversed, and if my stop remained at this area over here, that was a beautiful 1 to 3. So it's not entirely bad. It was a good trade. Very good one. Yes, we didn't take out the external range liquidity, but it still was a proper one. And looking at the hourly time frame, from this fair value gap, we still went into this other one here, another fair value gap here, and price rejected off of that area. It's still proper. I think I love that. I love how the whole thing played out, even though I over exaggerated my TPs and stop losses and stuff, but this was also proper, and I think I'm loving it. I'm going to keep rewatching the mentorship by T Trades and grow from there, and make my trading model more precise. I should enter the markets, look for something specific, and not randomly look for fair value gaps. There can be a lot of fair value gaps everywhere in the charts, but not all of them have a meaning, or not all of them are significant. They can be swing highs and swing lows everywhere in the charts, but not all of them are significant. So I need to study more, not even study more to modify or do anything. I just need to look at price more often, see price more often, look at what price is doing more often, so that I get familiar with which fair value gaps are the real ones, which ones are the fake ones, which buy side liquidities are the right ones, which ones are not the right ones, because this is not for me, it's for an entire generation, it's an entire family, it's an entire crew of people that are gonna have to be transformed by what I'm learning here and what I'm trying to grow into. So That'll be it for this episode. See you guys in the next one. I'm gonna continue to backtest though, but just offline.